Nashville. Okay, I don't... Everyone bark for me, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like that. Sexy.
Hey guys! Today is going to be a different type of video, as it is regarding the somber controversy that has happened very recently. Short disclaimer, I am not hating on this music artist nor any of their fans' opinions. This video is just to spread awareness of the situation. Feel free to share your thoughts as well. Enjoy!
SOMBER'S concert is trending right now for all the wrong reasons. People are saying his shows are full of tweens, but his performances are way too inappropriate for that crowd. Some clips of SOMBER being questionable with his audiences have received attention, and now people are posting their concert horror stories, claiming they felt uncomfortable and that the concert just felt off, especially with the amount of younger kids when SOMBER is a 20-year-old artist who sings about mature things. Some say he's being expressive, others think he's crossing a line. But what do you guys think? Drop your answers in the comments and make sure to like and follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this.
Hi guys, good morning, welcome back. This is gonna be a little different than my typical content, but I had one of the worst experiences of my life this weekend, and it feels like a disservice to the public to not share it, so here we go. I went to go see Somber Sunday night at the Anthem in DC. If you don't know who Somber is, he's a 20-year-old artist. He blew up online, I think on TikTok. He has a lot of hits. I like a lot of his music, a lot of people my age like a lot of his music, whatever. I was really excited to go see him. I don't really go to concerts that often unless I really love an artist. I was so excited to see this performance. By far, genuinely the worst concert I've ever been to in my life for a multitude of reasons, but I'm gonna explain to you why, if you're over the age of 16, you should not spend your money on a Somber concert. Let me walk you through my evening. We get in line, it's pouring down rain, the line's like a mile and a half long. That's all cool. Sold out show, Mother Nature, I don't care. We're waiting in line, and there's a group in front of us of like 14 age girls and their dad, and I wasn't scanning the entire line. I was trying not to get rained on, but I was just like, that's really sweet. They must be big Somber fans, so that their dad brought them to the show. That was red flag number one. I'd say a pink flag, right? That was just whatever. First big red flag, we get to the door, the guy checks my ID. I'm 25 years old, mind you, so is my boyfriend. The guy looks at my ID, starts quizzing me like it's a fake. He's like, what's your zip code? Looking me up and down. I genuinely was like, what? I say back to him like, oh my gosh, I'm actually so flattered, like, thank you. He chuckles a little bit, and at that point gives me a wristband, and I was like, thanks. What? Like, sorry, I feel like I look like I'm in my mid-20s, and my boyfriend sure as hell does. My boyfriend behind me gets quizzed the same way. Like, what's your zip code? Where were you? Crazy. I get inside and immediately I clock why I got checked on my ID. It is the closest to a middle school dance I've ever been since I was in middle school at a dance. The only adults in the room are the parents and then my boyfriend and I. It was thousands upon thousands of tweens running around like they were at a middle school dance. Immediately I'm pissed off. And these kids are plowing through, like, mind you, they've never been in a bar before. They don't know how to contain personal space. If they were adults, fights would have happened, fists would have been thrown, but they were just plowing through, checking shoulders, spilling drinks. Like, it was genuinely a nightmare. I'm like, you know what? Let's just get a beer. Let's just hang out until the show starts. I'm still gonna enjoy the music, right? I still really love his songs. Cool. We go get a beer. In that hour and a half we're waiting for the show to start, we're probably in the background of 5,000 Instagram pictures. That's not an exaggeration. I mean, every single angle around us at any given time, it's Canon G7Xs and iPhone, and it's just like, oh my God, it was an Instagram fest in there. But alas, the lights dim. The opener comes on stage. We go, oh, yay, we get to enjoy some music. The opener for Somber, bless her heart. I know it's really hard to sing to a room full of people that do not know any of your songs. She sucked. She was so bad. I was like, this is what it must have felt like for my parents when I was watching like Disney Channel in like 2007 and I thought it was like peak music and they're just suffering through it. It was genuinely painful. The music was so bad. She was a terrible performer. She kind of looked like when you're pretending to sing in your bedroom in the mirror. She was doing like that, but on stage. Example, the corners of the stage, she would just walk back and forth. That's cool, that's fine. Every time she would get to the corner of a stage, she would pretend like someone was waving at her in the crowd just to do this. Every single time, I'm not even exaggerating. I think she might have wanted a photo op from it, I don't know. But we were like, take a shot every time she waves at an imaginary person in the crowd. Then she would sing her songs, which is like a slow song, no choreography, just standing there, not out of breath at all. Then the second the song ends and she would talk to the crowd, she would do that fake like, wow, how's everyone doing tonight? It was like, you're not out of breath at all. You're just trying to sound like a superstar. Whatever, you know, still not Somber. I'll wait for my guy, right? Cut to main performer. Somber gets on stage. I'm excited, I'm thrilled. I'm like, ooh, finally, I'm gonna enjoy myself, right? First 2 minutes he's on stage, he makes a 6-7 joke. I'm not even kidding you. And all the tweens, I've never had such immediate buyer's remorse in my life. Like, I knew I was just in for 3 hours of nightmare fuel. Again, hopefully little me was like, you know what, this sucks, but at least I'll hear my favorite music live, right? Like, this is gonna be so fun. I left early. I didn't even hear my favorite music. He proceeds to make a bunch of niche meme references for like the 12 to 16-year-old age range group. And I only understand them because I'm chronically online, but every other adult in the room, including my boyfriend, is like, why is he speaking in tongue? Like, what is he saying right now? Just ridiculous to hear out loud. Like, it was like brain rot on stage. And it was like, this is really killing the vibe a little bit. Just play the fucking song. Yeah, he did the exact opposite of that. About 30 minutes in, he cuts all the music and he's like, we're not gonna have the Somber dating show. Raise your hand and come on up on stage if you want to call your toxic ex. Make sure it's toxic and make sure there's somebody who's gonna pick up. Again, all the tweens. We then proceeded to watch 3 tweens go on stage and call their ex. And then Somber's on the mic like, clock it, bro. Oh, chill out, bro. I've never had such secondhand embarrassment for someone and felt such a deep cringe. Like, you know, if you see like something cringe online, you could just like exit out or something, right? I'm sitting there, I was like, wow, I paid money to see this. Like, I paid money to suffer through that. It just got worse. It just kept getting worse the more it went on. He would make like super niche references to like 13-year-olds, but then he would also say like super vulgar stuff about like getting his dick sucked. And it was like, so you know your audience is clearly 13, yet here you are. Okay. There was a moment in between songs where he literally just randomly went, bark for me. And you hear the arena of 13, 14, 15-year-old girls start barking. And then immediately followed up with, yeah, daddy. All of that, and he wasn't even a good performer. Genuinely, it sounded bad. Like, he said he had bronchitis. It seemed like that wasn't the only issue going on there. It just doesn't seem like he knows how to entertain. He's maybe too young. Maybe he has to grow into it. I don't know. Dancing was terrible. Singing was terrible. He would let the backtrack play over the most important notes, and it was like, okay. He had this weird moment where he, like, had a temper tantrum on this clothing rack. Like, there was just a clothing rack, and he starts throwing stuff around. And again, you know, like, the 12, 13-year-olds are like, ah. Any logical, like, level-headed person in the audience is like, what are you doing? Like, just sing the song, bro. And I had to leave. I had to leave because it was the most egotistical performance I've ever seen in my life. If I had known he was like that, I would never have paid money to see him. It was so embarrassing to witness. Like, he's up there just being like, I'm the shit, and also I'm the shit. And you're like, okay, all right, well. It seemed like he thought he was, like, role model vibes, you know? But he was so far off. Like, it was like, you're trying to convince me that you're like this like crazy cool sex symbol, and you're just turning off the whole room. Clearly not the whole room, because there were children who like him. I mean, I literally left. Like, I couldn't stand it anymore, genuinely. I didn't even hear my favorite song. Sunk cost theory kicked in, and I was like, I've wasted enough time, money, energy out of my life. I just want to go home. This sucks. My boyfriend and I both left. Like, that was the worst experience of my life. The other two girls I knew who were there were messaging me afterwards, and they were like, was that not like weird? Like, that wasn't good. And I was like, hated it. Absolutely couldn't agree more. I hated it. It was terrible. Then I get on TikTok, and I'm seeing all these kids posting these videos. Oh my God, this must be how my mom felt. This is my generation's David Bowie. I saw a TikTok from the Anthem DC, the show I was at, where a girl's like recording it, and it's like, the kids are gonna be all right. No, no, cut that. Absolutely. Never in my life have I felt so much rage. Not even during it. Like, I felt rage during it, but seeing the aftermath on TikTok and seeing it be like, he's the hottest. You guys need better role models. You guys need better sex symbols. I'm so sorry. Slender Man, we're picking him. We're picking the weird dancing dude. I will insert the clip. He dances like Napoleon Dynamite. And in the middle of the concert, my boyfriend held up a picture of Napoleon Dynamite. I couldn't stop seeing it. I couldn't stop laughing. Cringe kid. Really cringe kid. Kid. That's the biggest kid. Like, he's 20, but he acts like he's probably 15 and a half. And it reflects in his performances. It was a nightmare. If you are an adult of any age and you enjoy SOMBER'S music, stick to Spotify. I would not recommend going to his shows. You will not enjoy yourself. It is not the experience you think it is going to be. That's all. Literally, I just feel so bad. I wasted my money. My friends wasted their money. And I don't want anyone else to be like, oh, SOMBER'S coming to my city. I'm going to see them. It's not the vibes you think it's going to be. It's just not. Okay. Take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.
I thought I was chronically online, but it's just come to my attention that there's a TikTok drama going around because a 25-year-old attended my concert and was basically complaining that there were too many tweens there, I was making too many brain rot jokes, and she just thought it was a cringe concert. And also she was body shaming me, and it's kind of started a massive body shaming hate train directed towards me on a lot of videos of me on the internet right now, which is, I totally respect people having opinions, but I am a 20-year-old artist, freshly 20. And if you're 25 years old and you're gonna come to my concert and not expect people younger than you to be there when I, the artist, am 5 years younger than you, it's just a skill issue. I mean, also, like, the jokes thing, like, you had to have known about my online presence before coming to my concert. I mean, anyone who knows me knows I've never uttered a serious word in my life. And also, I make jokes for 5 minutes at the concert, and the rest is music. Like, live a little, enjoy life. Every age, sex, sexuality, gender, race, everyone is welcome at my concert, and I mean everyone. You guys need to find problematic people to hate on, because I am just existing. Also, I'm just gonna give a quick tutorial. Also, I just remembered that I had a fever and bronchitis at the show she went to, but the show goes on. I will not cancel unless I'm on my deathbed.
Somber acting like 25 is 1 foot in the grave. Yeah, maybe you do think that when all of your shows are 12-year-olds. And that's fine. That is fine. If that is your audience, that is okay. But you cannot be acting like that. That was the point of her video. The point of her video was, hey, you have a young teen audience. You need to not be making very vulgar jokes. You need to not be asking people to call their toxic ex on stage. You should be delivering a fun performance. You should not be doing whatever the heck that is. You should be very wary of creating relationships with these teen audiences by inviting them onto stage, by making them feel special. Hey man, you need a level of distance from your teen audience because you are in fact, despite being freshly 20, much closer in age to this apparently geriatric 25-year-old than you are to any of your fans. And you need to be okay with that and take a step back. There is a reason why celebrities are inaccessible to us. And there's a way in which I understand you want to be close with your fans, but you cannot be when you are an adult and they are young teenagers.
Music is subjective and you are allowed to think that an artist sucked. So everyone is freaking out because apparently Somber is doing things on stage that are extremely inappropriate for him to be doing in front of an audience that are primarily underage girls. Just search up Somber barking video and you'll see what I mean. But have we considered that that is exactly what his fans want? He is their Justin Bieber. He is their One Direction. And they have this parasocial relationship with him and genuinely think that they're friends or that they have some kind of chance with him. They are in love with him, just like you were in love with One Direction, okay? And so him doing these things on stage is directly appealing to them. It keeps them engaged throughout the show and then inevitably makes them leave more of a ride or die fan. Does this appeal to the audiences that are not underage? Probably not, but I think the actual issue is just parasocial relationships. Also, breaking news, music is subjective and you are allowed to think that an artist or a set sucked. It does not matter if they are an opener, it does not matter if it is their first time playing in front of this size of crowd, you are literally entitled to your own opinion. And if you are a fan of an artist that another person thinks sucked, well guess what? You are in luck because that means you're gonna have a better chance at getting tickets to their next show. Artists have to be open to constructive criticism because that's literally how they get better. And honestly, bad press is still good press because I have no idea who this opener was before all of this drama and now I've actually listened to her songs on Spotify. I don't know, let me know what you think. think, because this is a really weird situation.
My opinion on the whole somber drama in 1 minute. Okay, I think that girl's video was a little harsh. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. There's no need to hate on people who do. Like, if you don't like it, that doesn't make it objectively bad. As for the opener, I saw her. I thought she was good. Maybe she's a little corny. She needs to work on it. That's fine. She doesn't need to be so harsh. Yes, there are tweens there. When teenage girls find artists they think they're cute, they're gonna go to their shows. They're gonna like them. Teenage girls have been doing that forever. Does he know what he's doing, making these inappropriate jokes? Yes, that's a little weird. But at the same time, it's not his job. Maybe he shouldn't do that when he knows that's his audience. But that's not his job. There's people that are 15, there's people that are 25. If you're a teenage girl and you're going to a concert, that is your parents' job to make sure that the concert is child-friendly. If the child's not even old enough that they can buy their own tickets, that's not your parents should be doing that. Your parents should be checking. I'm indifferent.